All right. So it's a Sunday afternoon here at Seiple Farms. Thanks for coming out. I'm going to take a moment to introduce to you two people who have taken a situation and turned it into a very positive thing. The first person I'm going to introduce you to is Jim Wolfpack.
Jim Wilkins, yes, sir.
Okay. Wilkins. All right. Well, we used Wolfpack for so long.
We do.
All right. So Jim was the founder of Wolfpack Search and Recovery. You've probably seen his group here over the years at Seiple Farms. Jim has taken on a new role, has moved on from Wolfpack, passed it on to some other people to take over, and he started with a new group. But first, I want to cover Wolfpack Search and Recovery, how it was founded. What was the reason that it came together, if you wouldn't mind sharing that with us?
Sure, yeah. So Wolfpack Search and Recovery came about. It'll actually be 11 years this November. We were, about 11 years ago, one of our best friends, my wife's best friend and our next door neighbor, Jessica Paget, went missing. So at that point in time, there was not a search and rescue team. We were just friends that wanted to find our friend. So myself and a few others put on searches for her for about 5 days. And unfortunately, she was found deceased at the hands of a stepfather. So we won't dwell on that too much, but we found there was a need for search and rescue in our area. So we started what I thought was going to be a little bit shorter path turned into a longer journey, and we started a nonprofit, and then went on to get our certifications to become a full-blown search and rescue team, and about almost 11 years later, Wolfpack is a fantastic resource led by great people continuing that mission forward. We have our ground team, we have our canines, as well as our drone team now and everything like that. So it's a whole bunch of resources that are available for free at the behest of police departments and fire departments.
And I think that's an important note, that it is free, and on top of it, everybody that's involved, we're all volunteers.
Yep, it's an all-volunteer organization.
So it took a lot of personal time for a very large crew to get together to help this out, and a passion. So it took a tragic situation to turn it into something positive, and that's kind of the point of what I'm doing this about, is to show you that tragedy doesn't have to end in tragedy. It can turn around to be a positive. Now, I want to introduce to you Terry, who was actually part of Wolfpack at one point until he faced his own personal tragedy. I'll let him share that story with you. But what's come out of that is Rianna's voice. So they're here today. And we'll cover that in a moment or two, but I'll let him share his story with you.
Actually, what I'll do is I'll introduce Terry a little bit more in depth.
Okay.
So Terry's brother, Chris, was actually one of the co-founders of Wolfpack.
Okay.
So his brother, Chris, helped me get things off the ground in our early years, and then a couple years later, Terry, actually 1 year later, not a couple, 1 year later, Terry came on board, and Terry was one of my right-hand people for quite some time. So
yeah, I remember most of the time when they were here, he was here. I just keep forgetting his name, unfortunately. Because you see so many people, after a while, they all look the same. But I don't have to tell you that. I'm sure you know that.
That's true. That's very true.
All right. So Terry, he was working with Wolfpack, and along the way, I'm not sure, was it during while you were still at Wolfpack when this occurred?
Yeah, Terry was still with us at Wolfpack. Yep.
All right. So he had a tragedy that took place in his family, so it hit home. And if you would share a little bit with that, what happened with us on that, Terry.
Yeah, I'd love to. Back in September of 2023, my daughter was actually murdered.
Okay.
Police say jealousy led to the murder of a mother and her daughter in the Lehigh Valley.
17-year-old boy is charged
for the deaths of 16-year-old Rianna Glass and 39-year-old Rosalind Glass in North Catasauqua.
And later that night, he ended up killing her and her mother.
Which is your ex-wife.
Correct, my ex-wife. And at that point, I had, I guess you could say, a tugging in my chest that said, you know, I loved Jim. He's like a brother.
Do we have that on video?
I love getting it. Yeah.
I loved doing what I was doing with the Wolfpack, but I needed to do this for my daughter. You know,
Right.
I needed to help not just my daughter, but these kids now that need to know that teen dating violence is real, that it is out there, and they need the resources to help fight it.
So you created Rianna's Voice for the sole purpose of helping, correct? Helping
Correct.
people in need of, let's say, some coaching, counseling.
Well, right now we're doing a lot of awareness education.
Okay.
I'm actually scheduled to go out to 3 middle schools this month.
Okay.
But we are in the process of putting together a support groups curriculum and working with a local karate studio to look at self-defense classes as well.
Okay. Very good. Very good. So again, turning a tragedy, a very tragic thing, a domestic violence in, I guess, both cases, turning them into a positive. So if you're out there and you had some tragedy you faced, you may want to find a way to turn it around and make it a positive in memory of those people or in memory of the circumstance, and to help out others, because, you know, we're all in this together, folks. We're all in this together. We're not getting out of here without being together and supporting each other. That's very important. So I thought this was an important factor to share with you. Rianna's Voice is here. They are doing some awareness while you're here, so if you want to stop down and see their table, they're on the road down into where the visiting animals are. You can go down there and see them, as well as you can talk to them and see what it is that maybe you can get some tips, or maybe you want to volunteer or be a part of it. They can always use that. So I want to thank both of you gentlemen for sharing your stories.